565 company, go to the tail ahead.
Ground antenna, 113, lane 6, Montrose, altitude.
113 ground, runway 23, altimeter. 29848, this is India, taxi Alpha Hotel.
Alpha Hotel, Canada 113.
Denver 4900 for Bravo.
Denver 4900 ground, Delta, cross runway 33 right, Alpha, hold short Alpha Kilo.
Delta Alpha.
All right, I think we're up. Hey, everybody, welcome aboard. Captain Mike here. We're back at Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and we're going to run a Southwest Airlines flight, Flight 4665, from Orlando to Fort Lauderdale. In the real world, they did this ride in just over an hour and 2 minutes. We'll see how close we can come to that. This is going to be my second run in MS 2020 since getting the stutters pretty much worked out. It's been sitting for a couple of hours, except I just moved to a different gate, but I didn't turn anything off. So I want to see just how well she's going to perform. I gave you the Navigraph map on the right-hand side, but it's not coming from my display, so I won't be able to change that around. That's basically the way it's going to look for the whole ride. Aircraft is pretty much all set up. We're on APU power. We're pretty much ready to get going and get on out of here. So let's get started. I'm going to back out of my own power. I don't like the pushback in 2020 at all. Any collision, and let's start number 2.
4900 ground, taxi Romeo, cross runway 23, Alpha Tango.
Romeo cross 23 North Alpha Tango, Denver.
You notice from my last ride I fixed the fuel cutoff switches. They were backwards the last run. I'm not going to hold that because my shoulder's bugging me again. Carrying shadow in and out with the carrier is just destroying my back and shoulders. So the last flight I did from Key West to Orlando, where we are now, was from cold and dark to getting set at the gate for the second run. So I didn't start cold and dark this ride. This is as if another crew just picked up and took over, and I went from there. So we'll see how it's going to continue on the second run. That's stable. Gen 2, good, okay. Isolation valve is closed. Right back to auto. Pressure's good. We're starting number 1.
Dr. 468, continue Delta Romeo. Delta Romeo, Dr. 468. Canada 451 ground, Delta cross 33 right,
Alright, let that start up. Hey Memphis, how's it going? Welcome aboard. Doing another quick run, just about an hour from Orlando down to Fort Lauderdale. My wife is going to be here soon to give me another treatment. Alright, that's stable. You should be on. And we've got a clean board. Alright, that's all looking pretty good. Alright, so let's back on out of here. And we have 3-5 left, so we have a little bit of a... 3-5 left? Yeah, we have a little bit of a taxi here. Oh, I gotta change that front screen. Gotta change that front screen. Yeah, I'm getting some pretty good flickers here all around. That's good enough right there for now. We change this front screen and bring up window 3. Alright. That looks pretty good. Alright, so give me you. You, give me TA auto. You're going to auto. I can't give you the glass screens that I have here in 2020 like I can in X-Plane because they're not available to me in Air Manager. And I just got word that Flight Illusions, company that makes these gauges, are out of business. That's a terrible loss to the flight sim community. That really is. All right, let's see. That's all set. Let's have a quick peek here. Now let's go through the whole thing here. Let's see. Fuel levers cut off. Yep, they're idle intent. Engine generator switches are on. And we're set for Gen 1 is up there right now. Right, that's what we're going to monitor. Propane switches are on. And wing engine anti-ice are off. Hydraulic pumps are on. And bleed air panel. Check, set. Isolation valve is set to auto. Left and right packs to auto. Gen 1 and 2 are on. And the APU is off. Exterior lights, we are good. APU is off. We already checked. We got a clean board. Transponders, TA auto, weather radars auto, flight controls are free and clear. All right. Let's continue on. I'm not running SayIntentions just yet. That's going to be next on the list. Let's get that clock going. Just wanted to make sure this is running pretty decent, but yeah, I'm still getting some flickers. And that's since the latest update from Microsoft. Yeah, see them? And then all of a sudden they'll just disappear. And it'll be smooth. Like that. Now it's smooth. So I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think it's traffic global. Hey, now the flickers are back. So, and there's really no traffic being shown here from traffic global, so it's very strange. It seems to happen only when I'm looking in certain locations, directions, and then it just completely disappears. So, but that is very annoying. And that seems to be since the latest update from Microsoft into 2020. Because this thing used to run like butter pretty much all the time. Not anymore. And I had to fight to get this. It was like that stuttering mess all the time. See how it just disappears? And then it comes back. I don't get it. But I don't think it's the AI aircraft. So, if I can't get this stuttering fixed, then I'll be back to X-Plane. I use it for my night flights, but I'll be using it for day flights as well. If that's unacceptable. And then they just disappear. Not been able to figure it out. And it's not NVIDIA drivers. I've tried multiple drivers. Oh, that's not going to do damage to the landing gear. Easy over that. Easy. There's bridgeways over here, and there's some big time bumps. I don't want to damage the gear. Yeah, she's nice and smooth.
Distance 7346 ground. Runway 248, altimeter 3019 is Victor, taxi left on Charlie.
248, left on Victor, and 3019.
All right, go off the hotel all the way down.
Alpha 3460, 24 right, the altimeter is 3019 is Victor.
Yeah, she's nice and smooth now, and I've got multiple aircraft from Traffic Global in there. Not been able to figure it out, and the clouds look like they're thicker over facing this way than they were the other way. Alright, Golf is going to turn into hotel, and we're going to follow it all the way down.
RJ and Tower 11835 for 3404.
Another flicker there.
Sergeant 7346, Tower 1835.
1835,
Got some aircraft coming in out in the distance. You can see the landing lights. There's 1, 2, 3 sets of lights I can see on their way in. Looks pretty cool. We can take George all the way down. There's multiple aircraft, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them that I can see being drawn there, and it's smooth. So, I don't know. Not been able to figure that out. Oh, you'll be in 7D? I'll be sure to tell them to send you a special meal. The stewardess, yeah, she's inside watching the Hallmark Channel. Peanuts, yeah, listen, if you turn to channel 67, Snoopy's on right now with Charlie Brown. And now she's really nice and smooth. This is what I was getting before the update all the time. That's why I don't like those mandatory updates.
Delta Echo, Shota Echo Alpha, 327.
Encore 3460, change the tower, 1835.
1835, Encore 3460.
I don't know how well that moving map on the right side is going to work out for you guys. But this battery is shot, so that display that you see there is actually coming from a computer behind this center monitor, which is running the OBS that runs the video software.
Ground Air Canada 44, short alpha lane number 10.
444 ground. 24 right, altimeter 3020.
Man, there's a ton of clouds out there, and this is running nice and smooth now. That's why I can't figure this one out. Tiny little flicker there.
Jet speed 27, call the ramp to Echo Alpha there, 2207. 2207.
Yeah, we got a couple of aircraft on the way in. One on short final, another one way out in the distance now.
Good ground, Canada 403, cruising up Delta.
Jenna 403, taxi Delta Echo, hold your taxi.
Alright, Hotel 10, alright. Oh, Golf 10, what do we have here? Golf 10. Hotel 10, we're banking a left.
West Point Juliet, cross 50 left, altimeter 3020. For 1620, are now 11835.
Yeah, you've got one on real short final here. You can see the nav lights. Another one behind him, and then another one behind him. You can see the landing lights.
403, continue at gold first here.
And let's switch on over.
Any contact in departure?
You need me? Yep. All right, let's get ready to get on out of here. I'll get that in just a minute. Tenant notification is complete. Exterior lights as needed. Yep. Engine start select is to continue. Is auto throttle on in just a second. Weather radar auto flight. Oh, no, wrong section there, Johnny. 10 notification. Exterior lights. Engine start switches. Auto throttle arm. Yeah, I'll arm that in just a second. Pocket brake release 40%, and we're out of here. All right, Mickey Mouse, adios. Here we come, Fort Lauderdale. %. Stable, Toga. Thrust set, airspeed's active. Check, throttle hold, and we are stable through 80. Gear up. Let's see if PMDG can handle this turn. I took the last one. Let's see how she does. We'll enjoy this view. And I don't need that screen anymore. That's a great view. Flaps 1. Shadows from the clouds look pretty cool. Flaps up. What's the matter? All right, let's see what I miss. I got that. Memphis, nice. Gotta love the classics. Yeah, you're not kidding. Yeah, what's the in-flight movie for today? Something from the Hallmark Channel, right? So we got a 250 knot climb out. We're inbound, go home. That's what we're doing right now. We're going home, Fort Lauderdale. And we're going from 60 to 85. Pretty nice view. All right, so at Megs we need to be below 5,000. We're at 5,000 right now, holding at 250 knots. Now we're good to climb on up. We need to be above 7,000 at La Poule. And at Megs we have 13.1 on the fuel and right on the money. Another 49 miles top of climb, 220 to go to Fort Lauderdale. We'll have 9.6 on the fuel when we get in. Pretty cool ride, and we're on our way up. And we're going to 148. And we're getting bounced a little bit here. A little bit of flicker going on there. Maybe it's associated with the clouds. I don't know. Alright, 12.8 on the fuel. We're at 12.8. Fuel's right on the money. And we're inbound UK. Let me have that. I can't give you the SID, unfortunately, because I don't have control over your map. But we are pretty much right on the money. And that's 10. See if we'll let him out of the seats once we get through this layer. See if we're going to get bumped around. And we're cruising at 24 today, actually. Let's... Yes. We're going to head straight up. Well, this is set up right now for actual weather, Memphis. So whatever they're getting at Orlando and Fort Lauderdale, that's what I'm going to get hit with. We got some pretty good winds in Fort Lauderdale. Well, where I am in Boca. I don't know what it is by the airport, but we're getting hit with some pretty decent wind. Right now, we've got a 40-knot tailwind pushing us. So Southwest Airlines did this ride in an hour and 2, so let's see how close we come to that. All right, UK, we should have 12.2 on the fuel. We're at 12.3 right now. 9.6 when we get in. We got another 200 miles to go to Fort Lauderdale. Another 33 miles, top of climb. Yeah, getting some flicker out that window I can see with the ground textures. Although the clouds look like they're going by smoothly. And 119, yes. That's a pretty cool view right there. And we're not getting bobbed around, so... Ooh, they weren't even on. I didn't even have the seatbelt sign on. I don't know how I missed that. Ouch. Yeah, the clouds out here look amazing. And yeah, these are set to ultra. But man, that looks real, man. That little swatch, that corner right there, looking down at the coast. Man. All right, Danny. Danny, we should have 11.9. We're 11.9 on the fuel. 9.5 when we get in. Another 25 miles, top of climb. 189 to go. All right, that puts us at Danny. And then we're inbound J-Pod. So we're still on the SID out of Orlando, but we're not on the moving map anymore. And the SID out of Orlando ends at J-Pod, which is another 18 miles. Let's take a look at Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale, on the way in, we have got CUDA 3. CUDA 3, we're on the arrival at J-Pod. Although we're not on the moving map display again. But we're on the arrival into Fort Lauderdale already. And standard, and let's have a peek at that. Alright, well, we'll run through the whole thing. Let's see, autopilot's engaged, hand notification is complete, cabin pressurization and temperature, yep, we're going to monitor that. Engine bleeds are on, pack switches are auto, APU's off, exterior lights as needed, we are looking good. That's the auto, yeah, let's see, engine start selectors, yep, as needed, they're off, auto brake selector is off, landing gear is up and off, and we are set for standard pressure. What a great view, man, beautiful. Hey, Nate, how's it going? You on your way into Fort Lauderdale as well? All right, J-Pod, 11.4 on the fuel or 11.5? 9.5 when we get in. 10 miles, top of climb, 171 to go. And we're going to 168. And that puts us on the arrival into Fort Lauderdale. Let's have a peek at the weather here. I don't think we have to worry about mountainous terrain in Florida. Got a 68 knot wind yanking us along here, just about tailwind. We're probably gonna be a cruise for about, I don't know, maybe 35, 40 miles. And we're gonna be on our way down again. Quick ride. Awesome, GA flying, nice. I think next, I'd like to get a VR set up with a helicopter. Just the seat, the pedals and all that. Something that I can just fold up and put in the corner somewhere when I'm not using it. But 2024 with the VR headset, I think with the helicopter all set up would be pretty nice. I mean, since once the helicopter's all set up and you're up and running, your hands are covered with everything that you're going to be using, right? As well as your feet. So you're not going to have to touch anything out here. So you're not going to break the immersion once you're going to lift off. That's pretty cool.
Good morning. Good morning.
So I did a ride from Key West to Orlando. I let the computer sit for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And now I'm running a flight from Orlando into Fort Lauderdale. Just want to check the stability because I haven't used 2020 in a few weeks. And it did an update and I ended up with a whole bunch of stutters. It took me about a day and a half, 2 days to kind of get under control. It's still here though. Don't know where it's coming from. But that is one great view. Sim racing, yeah, I've done some racing in my time. Matter of fact, my Thomas steering wheel setup is in the closet. That was a nice setup. That was Ethernet from a long time ago hookup. And they were using Hall effect sensors like I have in here. So the precision was great. So I was running some NASCAR, and when you're in some tight stuff with cars all around, that Thomas steering wheel was amazing. I haven't raced in a while though. Long time. We don't have a place to set it up because the steering wheel setup has to brace onto a desk. It has like an L bar to it. And you push it up underneath the desk and then you screw it down, it locks it in place. And then they have the the gas, the brake and the clutch on the floor. And then the steering wheel that I have has the pedals on it for shifting gears. I've also used that setup for Truck Simulator 2. Another nice program. Am I on TikTok? No, Chinatown, I'm not. I've never been on it. I don't even know what it does or what it is. I can see your screen following along, but I don't see. Is the aircraft there? Oh, yeah. It's just hard for me to see because it's really tiny. Yeah. Now that should be in range, most definitely. And 6-7. So when do we get on this chart here? On our way into Willocks. And we've got a little bit of a ways to go. To Willocks. And let's make sure these restrictions are good. Collate, we need to be 280 between 24 and 28. Then there's Hick2, and then Willocks. Willocks is 270. Right, above 15. Weehoo, above 13, that is. Mackle, 260 above 11, that's in. Cooter is 8,000. And then we're into Looker, then Sheriff, then BPAC, and then Wanner. And then we're going to get vectored for the 10 left. Arrival into Fort Lauderdale. What do we have here? Another top Let's see. 10 miles top of descent. Yeah, let's get them back in their seats. And let's see how she handles this all the way down. All right, 10.6, 10.6 on the fuel, right on the money. 9.5 when we get in. 122 miles to go. All right, speed starting to come down now. Very nice. Actually, I can even keep that down at idle. The clouds look wicked out there. And we're going to start our descent. We should be able to hit right through that center right there. That looks pretty cool. All right, Kulat. We should have 10.6 on the fuel. We're 10.6 right now. So we're looking pretty good. All in all, 2 good runs with Microsoft Flight Simulator and PMDG, the 738. Okay. Let's get some speed brake out right now until it sets itself up. That's a great view. All right. Very nice. In the meantime, let's get set up. And we're using 10 left. Decision height is in 96. 96. What do we have here? That is 65 on the elevation. That is good. 110.1. Let's bring that up. That's good, that's good, 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 and good. I am on terrain. Yes. And you can have the weather now. Alright, that's all looking pretty good. Back to CUDA 3. And within the next 16 miles, we should be on that arrival chart. And 168. And we can get you set as well. Man, that looks wild. And right now, she is beautifully smooth. And I'm getting hammered with clouds. So I don't think it's the clouds that are causing these stutters that come every now and then. I don't know what it is. Hope that next update fixes it, though. Definitely looks like there's some rain in those clouds, though. You're not showing anything, though, are you? Nope. All right, we are now on that moving map. So 270 above 15. And we're just passing 17.3. And you're going to need a little speed brake there. We're going to get to 270. We're at 288, so we're pretty much right there. Pretty nice descent from PMDG so far. Well, what's nice with X-plane and precipitation is I can have the 3D rain on the screens with the wipers going. Can't do that in 2020 though. So the precipitation in X-plane 12 looks pretty cool. So we're at 15.5 descending. We need to be above 15 at Willocks, and we're going to pass that right now. So looking pretty good. And we're inbound Weehoo, and a 10.4 on the fuel, 10.4 right on the money. 85 miles to go. End of ride. I would think we'd have a little bit more bounce here. I may have to go into FS Realistic and kick that up a little bit. I would think we should be feeling a little bit of bounce here. And we're going to 207. 10.4, 10.4. Beautiful. And we're inbound Mackle, and we need to be 260 above 11. We're at 267 slowing, and we're at 13.5 descending. So we are right on the money. Above 13 at Weehoo. We are. Perfect. And we can get rid of you now. Let's just reset that. Great ride.
Thank you. Gentlemen, 565, high heading 140.
Fly heading 140,
Yeah, we should be getting beat up a little bit here. We got 33 knot crosswind whacking us in these clouds. Should be a little bit more unstable than this.
Hello, searching on your present heading 550.
Alright, and we're slowing at 260 now. And we need to be above 11. We're at 11.8 right now. Beautifully done. And then Cooter at 8,000. And then we're good the rest of the way down. Looks like once we break through this layer, we should have a decent view of Florida. Oh, the water looks nice peeking through the clouds there, with the ripple from the winds breaking it up in different directions. Nicely done. And 210. 10.3, 10.3 on the fuel. 9.5 when we get in, so I don't think fuel's going to be an issue. 70 miles to go. We're coming up on 10. Let's have a peek. Exterior lights. Check. Set. Engine start selected to continuous, and the EFIS panel. I'm already on terrain. Yep. Give you a little drag. And you can just barely see through the clouds to catch some of the terrain down there. Nicely done. Oh, that looks great. and no flick is being engulfed in here. Although I would expect to have some turbulence in here, which we don't seem to have. We should be getting bebopped around a little bit. Alright, CUDA, we need to be at 8,000. We're at 9,300 descending. What a great view. I think the approach lighting there, the rabbit's just a bit much. Looks a little too thick, but the water looks great. The shadows from the clouds, man. And she's nice and smooth. Alright, 8,300 descending. We need to be at 8. So we're off by about 200 feet right now. And we're inbound to 17. Fuel. Fuel's fine. 10-2. Alright, and what are we looking at here? We're holding at 4. Yes. Should have a great view out that window now. Ray tracing? I don't know. I didn't even know how to turn that on. Can you turn that on in MS 2020? I don't know. I have no idea. All right, Looker, we should have 10-2, 10-2 on the fuel. Oh, we're looking pretty good here. Yeah, KFXE, man, the rabbit lighting that's there, the approach is just like way too much. That sticks out like a sore thumb. It shouldn't. Not like that. That's a bit much. All right, from Luca to Sheriff. Florida coast looks pretty cool. A little hazy out there right now. Oh, what a great view. So we're going to swing out, make a left-hand turn, U-turn basically, and head on into 10 left. Yeah, see, I can see them from here as well, on the opposite end of the runway. There's some flickers big time. Just pop up out of nowhere. And 259. Nice view. All right, let's start slowing down and enjoy the view, shall we? Hemi flaps 1. What are we coming in at? Buck 49. And it did it again. Alright, beat back, 10-1. A little behind on the fuel, we're at 10 now. We're at 9.6 when we get in. Another 40 miles to go. We're just gonna loop out, come on back. And 277. And give me 5. Let's slow down and enjoy this view, because this is going to be my last ride of today. And then tomorrow we got doctors, so if I get one in tomorrow or 2 in tomorrow, it's going to be late in the day. And from Warner, we're going to head 277 until we get vected. And then we're going to swing around and take Howard on the way in for the ILS 10 left. I'm going to go all the way out and enjoy all of this. Give me 10. Hope you're enjoying that view. Head on out into marsh territory. So I live basically right up there in Boca Raton. About a half hour ride from Fort Lauderdale, or a half hour ride from West Palm Beach, because I'm basically right in between the two, which works out pretty great if I need to go anywhere. Although with the oxygen I really don't go much. I don't do much traveling. Hence why I have my flight deck. We don't have to go all the way out to Holland, but we will. I want to enjoy this. And we will take 277 now. A little bit of a flicker on the right there. So we're at 5,900. Slowly descending. We need to be at 5,000 at Holland. What time is it? 25 to 10? Oh, that's not bad. Be in by 10 o'clock. Go have a snack. Maybe watch a little bit of TV. So let's see. Southwest did this ride in an hour and 2 minutes. Right now we're 47 minutes from the gate, 37 minutes from the runway. Let me bring up that other chart now. We've got 10 left. All right. We're going out to Holland, so. We're going to enjoy all of this goodness. Let's get some air in here. So we got a U-turn coming up, and then we're on our way in. Right, what did I say? We're coming in at a buck 48. And it did it again. Did you? Oh, I want that, and I want heading select, actually. That's set. That's set. And I am set on terrain. Pretty cool view. I didn't even watch the video from this afternoon from the ride I did. I wanted to check out the arrival into Orlando. I'll check out both of these. Maybe that's what I'll do after I get done. All right. Enough of that. And let's head on in now. Oh yeah, a whole lot of flicker going on there now. And we're about 25 miles out. Hopefully this is going to smooth out on the way in. All right, Holland, we need to be at 5,000, mandatory. Okay. We're at 5180. And we're holding at 4. And 090 on the mist. Okay. Let's bring you to 090. And 09. Yeah, no, we'll keep it right there. Right on the way out on the mist. Yeah. Whole lot of flicker going on there now. Could it be the water? Nah. All right, I've got the airport and the runway in sight. 12 o'clock. And we're 19 miles out. Matter of fact, we are right on the money. Hope this flicker clears up. And let's pick up the approach. And we got a single channel lock. And we are holding at 4. We have the gear. Oh, thanks, Chuck. I'm glad you're enjoying the ride. I know Memphis is. Oh, I hear you, Chuck. I've been around since the 1980s with flight simulation. Me flaps 15. Started in 1985. That was before Windows. I think I had DOS 2.0 back then. Then we went to Windows 3.1. And I think Windows 95. And then they came out with a really bad version. I don't even remember the name of it. That was real bad. I'm glad I never picked it up. Yeah, we'll go right to 30. Get the nose down, give you a better view. She seems to have smoothed out now. Looks pretty smooth. Alright, let me have the airport now. Dexy, you. And what do we have? Gate. Terminal 1, Gate B5. Okay, that's right in the corner. And we're coming in on 10 left. So the auto flight system again performed beautifully. Actually looks like 441 or the turnpike. No, I think that's 441. Hey, Lassie from Finland. Welcome back, man. You just caught me. I'm on my way into Fort Lauderdale. Running a Southwest Airlines Flight 4665. In the real world, they did this in 1 hour and 2 minutes. Right now, I'm at 57 minutes. So I got 5 minutes. So we've got Terminal 1, Gate Bravo 5. What a great view. I hope you're getting this view, man, because wow. Nice. There's the turnpike now. All right. My bird. I've got control.
7527,
14 knot crosswind just about. Oh, she just jumped. I think we got a weather update there.
Approaching minimums. 5 minimums.
Continue.
Sync rate. Sync rate. 30.
Beautiful ride. And we'll take that right down to the corner. Hope you enjoyed that ride. Oh, look, we have no aircraft here. Interesting. On the back end again. I don't know what the deal is with the Traffic Global, unless you have to tell it what your arrival and departure is going to be. I've never done that in MS 2020. Never had to do it in X-Plane. Aircraft always appear everywhere. Don't know if that's a limitation with 2020. So from runway to runway, that was 51 minutes. So right now we're an hour and 1 minute. They did it an hour and 2. So, and we're right here. So pretty cool ride. All right, let's get on that. We can kill number 2. When I say gate 5. Electric, and up next, hydraulics. So that's an hour and 2 minutes, which is what they did it in the real world. So our gate's right there. Pretty cool. And we can kill you. Pick a gate, any gate. Markings look a little screwy over here. Look a lot screwy. Any collision and let them run around. Alright, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that ride. I got 2 runs in today. That was pretty cool. stand by, and you go off. Alright, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get another run in here, so how about we shut down completely, call it a day. Let's check, run through this whole setup, shall we? Alright, we're on APU power right now, we're on APU bleed, so the ASU is on, left and right packs are set to auto, yes, very good. Fuel levers to cut off, anti-collision light is off, passenger signs are off. Fuel pump switches, well, we're still on APU, so. Electrical power check set, galley power is off, window heat switches are off. Hydraulic pumps, electric 2 and 1 are off, exterior lights as needed. We've got position lights. Flight director switches are off, chocks in position. Well, we're not going to do any of that. Alright, IRS selectors are off. Emergency exit lights are off. Exterior lights are off. Bleed air panel. We're going to go for unconditioned. So you're going to go here, here, here. Right. And we are going to come off. Fuel pumps are off. Start select is going to both. AC/DC select is to stand by. And battery switch is off. And that is a wrap. Alright, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the run. Again, I always have a blast when I'm in the flight deck. And I always enjoy the company and the conversation along the way. So, hope you enjoyed the view, the ride, the view, and I will catch everybody on my next run. If it's tomorrow, it's going to be late tomorrow. Like I said, I got doctors tomorrow. So, I may not get a ride in at all, but we'll see. Here's hoping. All right, everybody. Take care. Catch you on my next run.